Hey friends, so we're here today at the Rosen Inn, Lake Buena Vista. We've come out because we're going to give you a walking tour of the entire resort and show you what there is to offer here. This is a bit of a budget-friendly hotel here in the Orlando area. We're staying here for pretty much the entire vacation. There was one night in the middle which we couldn't get, so we've hopped to a different hotel for that, but we'll give you a tour of this. But yeah, we're going to take you inside. We're going to show you everything the lobby has to offer, the food offerings, the shop and things like that, take you around by the pool and show you any other recreational activities that are on offer, and then we'll take you to our room as well and give you a wrap up and a review of what our thoughts and feelings are on the resort after the fact. So I will put down in the description how much this cost us on average per night as well, so you can see that, and you can make up your mind as to whether you would like to stay here. We're about 15 minutes away from Walt Disney World property. You can walk really to Disney Springs from here in about 10-15 minutes, depending on how fast you are. So you are in close proximity. In terms of getting to Universal, probably take you about 30 or 40 minutes, so a little bit further to go if you do want to go up that way. And you've got the outlets close by as well. So if you guys do enjoy the video throughout, give us a thumbs up. Do appreciate it. It really does help us out a lot, and it'd be great if you could hit the subscribe button and bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. Let's head inside. So take a look around the outside for the time being. They've got construction work happening here on Tower 1, so lots of scaffolding up, but it also means they're refurbing it and it's going to look a little bit better should you come and stay here. The grounds are really nicely kept. You've got the lobby area just here. We're going to go over behind me just for a second, because we've got some bus stops here, and I want to show you guys like timings and things like that of the buses if they are on this. So shuttle service that departs the hotel at 7:10 to Universal, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, all of those types of things. So you can see what you've got there. You've got a few little other like leaflets that are happening as well, and then some guidelines there, and the bus stops are of course just here. So let's head into the lobby now and show you what it looks like in there. So it's kind of split up into a few sections. You've got parking either side. We are down at the far tower right in the central image. You come in just through those gates. You'll have a guard that'll be asking if you're checking in or returning, and then you'll be instructed to park up under the canopy as you go and check in. So at the moment it's not Christmas time, it's quite a bit after, but we've still got Christmas decorations up, so you have to forgive the festive decorations as we walk by. A little bit of a seating area outside. You got comfort bar and grill, comfort zone bar and grill. We can see that from the other side in just a second. But that opens daily at 5:30, and then you've got some food options just here. But Light Bites, Gifts and Deli is open 6 till 12. Just check around here, see if there's anything. You've got a whole bunch of seating area around here, which is quite nice. That says authorised personnel only. You've got restrooms just there. Reflection room. Not sure what this is. Looks like it's locked. It is locked, so we can't go in the reflection room. Not sure what it is, as I said. We've got that. Oh, and we've got Serenity Room. So it's just like a conference centre. So Reflection and Serenity, Conference Centre. quite a bit more parking, and you've got a couple more buildings just down the end. It's quite a large hotel. We're staying here for 4 nights first off. We have to miss a day because it was sold out on that night. But we're trying to do the trip on a little bit of a budget, and this was one of the cheaper hotel options in the area. And I'll put a link up in the top corner to our travel day video so you can see us coming over. We flew into Tampa, Florida. So come in and we've got the lobby area and check in. A little bit of a seating area, restrooms over there. You've got the comfort zone bar and grill, like we said. Ticket sales just there. So you can get your tickets, tours tickets and transportation. And we've got a little shop, Light Bites, Gifts and Deli. So you can get all your like toiletries, your drugs and things like that, anything that you may have forgotten to bring with you. Gifts as well. Ice creams, drinks. Microwavable items. There is a microwave in the room, so they'll give you microwavable items. Sorry, can I just squeeze through? Sorry, thank you. Business Centre. Grab and go books. Then let's take you into the Boardwalk Buffet restaurant. So you pay as you go in. And here's the prices at time of recording. $13.95 for an adult and $7.95 for a child, 6 to 9 years old. It's open 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. for breakfast. If you're under 5, you eat free. There's a 15% service charge added to everything. And then they do ask if you want to add a tip as well. And then they've got an evening menu. And that is $17.99 a person, or $9.99 for a child. And that's a bit of a buffet selection as well. So let's go inside. So bring you into the breakfast buffet and show you the selection. It's the hot selection, the cold selection back there previously.
Michigan is cloudy all season for winter. You rarely have a sunny winter day.
We've got Maker and Mickey waffle station. And then over here we got like the toasts and the cereals, jams and spreads, milk, juice, and coffees and teas. And then quite a big seating area as well. So here we've also got the video arcade. Good bit of entertainment, pay per play on all of these, using the game card here. So you purchase a new game card. And then you top it up. You get additional credits if you pay over a certain amount. And then we'll head outside Aussie's Splash Zone. Okay, what is this then? Right, so we've got a map. We're in this area. Just come out here. You've got a few lakes around. Security, as we said. We're staying up in Building 2, right by the main road. It kind of goes around. Let's go left first off. We'll go up here to Aussie Splash Zone, and then we'll come back round and take you to the playground, then take you to the pool. So outside here you've got a nice deck area, which would be really nice of an evening when it's a little bit warmer. Nice area to chill out in. You do have the main road, so you got a little bit of noise creep from that, but it's still quite nice to have nice plush seating, and it's covered as well. So it doesn't feel like a big resort, but there's a lot of rooms here. So you do need a key card to access this. So we get our key card out. We can take you inside. It's not a particularly big pool. No zero entry. You have got steps each side. It's 3 foot or 0.91 meters at one end, and it changes as you go around. They do have a hoist, but there's no kind of slides or anything like that here. Over the back there, the building creeping up, that is the outlets, so you can see how close we are to the outlets. And then we're going to take a look around Aussie's Splash Zone. Nothing special, but it's cool. It's cool. You've got those buckets that fill up with water and then tip over eventually. You've got a walk-through squirty thing. There you go. You've got the otter here as well. And then you've got some swimming And then you've got some chairs over there, sorry. Here's the rules for the splash zone, 9 AM till 10 PM. So take you back to the lobby now, through there, and we'll show you the playground on the other side. Just out here as well, you do get free pool towels. Quite a bit of decking as well. This is one of 2 pools also, so you do have quite a bit of pool space, one on each tower. So back outside now, and we are at the front of the building. You've got the security checkpoint, as I said, right at the top of the video. Just over the road as well, you've got a bus stop, a Lynx bus stop, that will take you to SeaWorld. And they are doing construction work, as we said. That's been going on for quite a while, because we did stay here very briefly for one night on our last trip, and it was happening then as well. But it's quite well maintained in terms of like the lawn, the gardens, and things like that. It looks nice. For a budget hotel, it's actually, you know, somewhat classy. When we take you to the room, by the way, that was filmed upon check-in. So just bear that in mind. There's going to be a time change there. But we wanted to obviously get you a tour of the room as it was fresh and clean. But we'll do our review of the room after we've stayed here for a handful of nights, so you can really get an idea of our thoughts and feelings. Just take you over here to the playground. Not a very big playground, just the one climbing frame. So you've got monkey bars, you've got a couple of slides there, but not big at all. We're going to go through the main tower here. You've got elevators in the tower, which means you've got 2 towers here. Let's say tower 1, tower 2, elevators in between. It'll be the same on the other side, but then you've also got an elevator and staircase right at the end of the building as well. So if you are further down the other side, you can use those elevators. Parking here is free of charge as well, so you're not going to have any additional costs. I apologise for the construction noise. Couple of elevators, as I said, family restroom, you've got some vending machines, and then the pool deck again. So you've got more seating area this side than you do deck chairs, lounge chairs, but once again you do have a hoist. It starts at 3 feet and goes up to 6 feet in places. So let's take you up to the room. We are staying on the other side of the building, right close to the main road, so that will factor in to our video. We're staying on floor 3. Coming out, you do also have laundry facilities as well. So you've got washers, dryers, and they accept tokens, so you buy your tokens there and it will tell you how much it's going to cost you. You can also get your soap and your fabric softener and everything there. And we're staying in room 2320. So, just going to walk you around and we'll pick up once we enter the room. So just got to our room area. You can see the kind of view that we have straight up the main road. We have got a little lake here with a fountain in it. And then our room is just here. So we're going to give you a full detailed overview of our room. We're checked into room 2302 and just take you on a walk around. This is recorded as soon as we checked in, so it will be sort of out of sync with when we're doing the room and resort tour. But you've got the air conditioning unit. We've got big window here. That particular window, this room in particular, looks out over the motorway, the highway, the main road there, and there is a lake just there in front of us. The reason I'm doing it now is obviously because I'm going to get the room a little bit messier. I want you to see what it looks like when we first come into the room. So we've got the two beds there. I think they're queen beds, they call them here in the US. But you've got two of them, so if there is two or three of you, whatever, you know, you've got space. If you're not wanting to sleep together, your friends, whatever, good budget. You've got the chair over in the corner, a little bit out of place. It would be nice if there was a table and chairs there, but space is a little bit restrictive. You do have a desk, a little wheelable chair as well, a couple of lamps and a mirror. And you've also got a pretty large TV, and you've got some rules and things about dial-in, international calls, long distance, and local calls. Plenty of storage, 4 drawers there, and you've got the wardrobe as well. Let's just have a quick look in the wardrobe, make sure there's no skeletons in the closet. No. You've got a laundry bag there, so somebody will do your laundry for you. If we come over here to the bedside, you've got the telephone. You've got another lamp. The lamp has got 2 plug sockets on, and then you've got a little digital alarm clock which has got 2 more plug sockets and 2 USB-A ports. Haven't checked whether they work or not yet. You've got a safe big enough for a large laptop, and then we go into the bathroom area. Oh, just quickly, iron and ironing board, good to have. Bathroom, so you've got a small sink washing area with a large mirror, and then a bit of storage area underneath, your tissues and everything, and you've got some towels down there. You've got a fridge, which is good. It is just it's a cooler really rather than a fridge. It doesn't have that freezer part at the top. And then you've got a microwave, you've got a coffee machine, an ice bucket, some little bits and pieces, and some packets of coffee. Hairdryer built into the wall, or connected to the wall at least, plugged in down here with one of those little reset switches. And then you've got some toiletries here. Do recommend bringing your own toiletries though anyway. And then into the bathroom, obviously got a toilet, a handful of towels provided, and then you've got the bath shower combo. Got a bath mat down there. and it is a fixed shower head. You do have the shower rail there, but you don't have a swimming costume drying rack like you do in a lot of places. So that's pretty much an overview of the room. Not too bad. I'll put down in the bottom corner how much we paid as well, on average per night, so you can see whether you think it's worth it. We're not too far from Disney either. So we've checked back in for the second time to Rosen Inn, Lake Buena Vista, and they've actually given us a king bed. This time it's huge. I think it's bigger than our bed at home. So the room layout is similar, but we had the 2 queen beds before, and then the 1 nightstand in the middle, I think. Now we've got 2 nightstands, the 1 big bed. The chair is on this side now, and it is a much larger chair. Bathroom is this area is the same. The actual bathroom itself, that looks nicer, I think. I believe the last one was like that plasticky material that you get a lot over here. And you got a little shelf there. So it's similar but different. And then we'll let you know our thoughts and feelings after the fact as well. Hey friends, wanted to give you a little bit of a wrap up and a review and our thoughts and feelings after staying here at the Rosen Inn at Lake Buena Vista for around about a week now, over a split stay. So unfortunately, one of the days that I wanted to book was completely sold out. So I had to book a few days at the start, book a different hotel in the middle, and then book a few days at the end, which was unfortunate, but you know, needs must. It was marathon weekend here at Walt Disney World, so I think that is why it was so busy. And we're not too far after the holidays, so I think people are just still really making use of that time. But I wanted to give you a wrap up and let you know what I thought of the stay here. The age-old question right off the top of the bat is, would I come back? Would I stay again? Yes, absolutely. I absolutely would. So we typically do our ratings. If you've seen any of our hotel reviews before, you know, the likes of the Hong Kong Disneyland Hotel and things like that, we typically rate this out of 5 categories. So we have comfort, cleanliness, amenities, location, and accessibility. The accessibility one is relatively new, but we're kind of getting there. We're not. It's not something that's necessarily important to us, but we like to think about ways we can point it out. Okay, so starting off the top of the bat with comfort. Now, comfort we've given a 6. The reason for that is, you know, it's kind of a middle of the road score. Taking a look around the room, the bed is comfortable. I cannot deny that at all. You've got 2 different types of pillows on there, so you've got a fairly firm pillow, you've got a relatively soft pillow. You know, it's carpeted, which sometimes it's a little bit weird, which I appreciate, but it's quite nice. You know, the room is spacious as well. We're not like super cramped in or anything like that. There is space to put your luggage down. You know, it's a nice room. The reason I've given it a 6, and this may be different for you if you were to stay here, is both times I was given a room that backed onto the highway. So I've got highway noise. And that's not so bad between the hours of like 1 a.m. and 5 a.m. But up until 1 a.m. and from 5 a.m. onwards, that road noise is pretty loud. Now, I wouldn't say it's loud enough that it's like really distracting or anything like that, but it's just a little bit frustrating. Considering the amount of rooms that they've got as well, they could have put me in any room, and the 2 rooms that I had, both times they put me near the road. So hey, it is what it is, right? So yeah, comfort was a 6.
Next up, we've got cleanliness, and cleanliness we've also given a 6. The reason for that, the resort itself is clean as a whole. You know, the room looks fine. They have done their dusting. They have, you know, cleaned around the edges, surfaces. You know, every day they've come in, they've like emptied the trash and all that lot. We do also lump maintenance into the cleanliness category as well. So in terms of maintenance and, you know, style and stuff like that, I do think the room is a little old and tired. So that kind of goes with that. Now, I don't know if this is just the style of the rooms that Rosen Inn goes for. They just feel a little bit old. Once again, this could change because Building 1 is being completely gutted, refurbed, everything. They've got scaffolding up around it, all sorts. The thing that's making me think that it won't change is one of the lifts in this building looks brand new. So I'm thinking that this one's been refurbed. This is the style that they go for. It's interesting. It is interesting. So yeah, we're gonna go 6 for cleanliness. It could be better. It's verging on a 7. It is verging on a 7. So, you know, either or, I would be happy to give it. The next one we've got is amenities, and amenities is like things that you have at the resort that make you stick around at the resort, basically, and not want to leave. Again, we're going middle of the road here. We are going to go and give them a 6 once again. There isn't too much available at the resort. Now, you've got the little bar, you've got the restaurant, you've got the shop, which are good to have. I wouldn't say the food is like completely top quality there. It's fine. It's serviceable. You know, I was happy with it. I had the breakfast there, and I would probably eat there again, but I wouldn't write home about it at all. Having the shop there is pretty useful because you can get, you know, little bits and pieces that you may have forgotten, so I'm quite thankful for that. But in terms of like the other things that you have, like the swimming pools are really nothing special at all. You know, a little like triangle type pool, no slide or anything like that on either of them. You've got the splash pad, but the splash pad looks like it was a bit more of an afterthought. And then you've got the climbing frame as well, which is basically, it's like a playground. They call it not a climbing frame, but it is just one climbing frame. That's why I'm saying that. So there really isn't too much here. Now, granted, this is a budget hotel, so do you really expect there to be too much? No, not really. And it kind of leads into a little bit of the next category as well, which is location. Now, location we've given a 7. The reason for that is because we are about 10 minutes away from Disney Springs here. We're 5 minutes away from Walt Disney World property. You can see the gates of Hotel Plaza Boulevard just around the corner, right? So you're about as close to Disney property without being on Disney property as you can get, which is phenomenal. And for the price that you pay to have that convenience, I've seen people say that you can walk to Disney Springs from here. Hey, if it's cool enough, I would probably do it, but I wouldn't do it in 30-degree heat, which Florida often is. Like, it's very close. In terms of Universal as well, we're probably about 20-25 minutes from Universal, so we're pretty well placed to get to both of the theme park resorts from the Rosen Inn here. Lake Buena Vista is a pretty perfect location to get to most places in Orlando, so I'd say, you know, do think about checking this out. It's really quite a nice location. You've also got SeaWorld just around the corner. There is like a Walmart not too far away up in Kissimmee. You've got a whole bunch of restaurants like next door-ish, and then like fast food establishments and whatnot around. So you're pretty well placed for everything, really. I think it would be better if you were staying here to drive. I don't think it would be too handy if you were like getting Ubers to and from locations. You can't get buses to parks from Disney Springs, I don't think. So your Ubers would be a little bit pricier. Though you can get Ubers to Universal, and that might be something that you want to do. So the next category we've got is accessibility, and just bear with us a little bit on this because we're not, completely there with it just yet. We're still getting to grips with scoring conventions and whatnot for accessibility, but we've given accessibility a 6. Now the reason for that, firstly, you've obviously got drop curbs and things like that. You've got lifts everywhere, so you do have that. You've also got a hoist round by the pool as well, so you can access the pool if you need assistance getting in the pool. There's plenty of room, especially in this room at least that I'm in, the second one, which has got the king bed. There's plenty of room to move about in if you do need a little bit of extra room. And you've got lots of surfaces that you can grip onto. There's no handrails or anything like that, but you do have little bits and pieces. Areas that it falls down in though are areas like the bath. That is still quite a high thing that you need to get across. The side of the bath. The shower area isn't great as a whole. Now I don't know if they've got accessibility friendly rooms here at all. I didn't check it out. I don't want to take one away from anybody that does need one when I do not need one. But they've thought of a lot of things, that you've got ramps and things like that. There's spacious areas. I do think in the restaurant it was a little bit tightly cramped in there. There wasn't as much space as there could have been, but I'm sure if they understood your requirements, they would accommodate you and make sure that you have room to maneuver in there. And there's no like cool bells or anything like that in the room either, which once again, it's not an accessible friendly room, so that could change if there is an accessible friendly room. So giving it a 6 overall. Possibly could go down to a 5. Thoughts and feelings could change on that. But overall, adding up all of the categories there, that gives us 31 out of 50. So we divide that by 5, that gives us a 6.2 out of 10, which isn't a bad score at all. I really, as I said at the top there, I would stay here again. Other little bits and pieces that they could do a little bit better on, there could be more plug sockets that are accessible throughout the room. There's not too many of those, which is a little bit unfortunate. Now, granted, as somebody who records themselves for YouTube, kind of require a few more plug sockets sometimes to charge cameras and things like that. But even so, there's plug sockets on the bottom of these lamps, but they're not really accessible, especially for people that need the travel adapters. So I've just been using the alarm clock over there that's got a couple of sockets on it, but that's just on one side of the bed. So if there's a couple of you here, or if there's a few of you in those rooms that have got 2 beds, you're going to be a little bit out of luck, unfortunately. It's a little bit frustrating, but I've enjoyed the stay here. I've enjoyed the resort, the room. It's been nice. Happy to stay here, and yeah, I'll definitely come back. So hopefully that's given you a good idea as to whether you would come here to the Rosen Inn Lake Buena Vista. Do recommend staying here. It's a good budget-friendly option for staying at Walt Disney World and visiting Universal Orlando. Either or, doesn't matter. You've got no preference. We don't need to fight in these theme park wars. Let them do it. So if you guys did enjoy the video throughout, do give a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And it would be great if you could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we post all new videos. And we'll see you on the other side. Thanks.